What's up YouTube? I hope you're doing well today. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the AMPED Oracle from ML Sound Lab. And stick around toward the end of the video, I'm going to be doing a full mix example of the ML Sound Lab Oracle, so stick around for that. So chances are, if you're at all active in the amp sim community, or if you've been on YouTube really at all this past week, maybe you've already seen a video or two about AMPED Oracle. And really that's just because it's a great guitar amp sim in my opinion. Really my first memory of an orange rocker verb rig with an orange cabinet is from back in the day when I was playing live at a couple of venues we have here in town, and I would see some guys load in with just the full orange rig, and that orange cabinet was just, I always thought it was so sweet, just the coveted orange cab. However, I was never actually able to play through one of those rigs. I was always just using my personal rig and never got to play through the full orange half stack. I am totally okay with this being my first exposure to an orange rocker verb and cabinet, because with ML Sound Lab's Vorna modeling technology, they are making some of the most accurate representations of amps in the amp sim community as we speak. Not only is ML Sound Lab making some of the most accurate representations, but consistently they are making some of the, in my opinion, some of the easiest to use amp sims on the market. There are absolutely no frills on this amp and a lot of the other amp sims they have. This amp sim includes a pedal board section, the amp, a cabinet section, a tuner, gotta have the tuner, and it has MIDI capabilities. In the pedal board section you get a noise gate, a compressor, an overdrive pedal, a chorus pedal, a delay, and a reverb. They're all very simple to use and they all sound really, really good. Going right from the pedal board section you have the amp section, and then if you click the amp section you have the cabinet section. On the amp section we have two channels. We have the dirty channel and the clean channel. And again, just the nature of the orange rocker verb, it is a completely no frills amp. You have an input, a bass, mids, treble, gain, and an output knob. It really doesn't get any easier than that. This amp has a sound, and the amp sim itself does a great job of recreating that sound. So when it came to getting high gain guitar tones out of AMPED Oracle, I kept the gain knob pretty much around 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock the entire time. I never went under 12 o'clock. If I was trying to get some like pop punk tones or maybe some rock tones, I'm sure I could go under that, but I kept it well past 12 o'clock the entire time. You know, scale 1 to 10, it was probably a 6 or 7. Now throw on the drive pedal, crank up the tone a little bit on the drive pedal, and then you were just off to the races. You had an absolutely ferocious metal tone. And then anytime I wanted to do some lead stuff, maybe we would turn off the drive pedal to get the tone to be a little warmer, hit it with that delay and reverb, and then you were good to go. I had to refilm this because I was saving 5 o'clock, and I realized that that is down this way. I'm not sure how that's going to work out on the camera. It wasn't 5 o'clock, it would be more like 2 o'clock. That's just me being an idiot. And then when it came to the clean channel, I actually find myself pretty consistently on ML Sound Lab's amp sims having to turn down the output a little bit on the clean section of their amps. I'm not sure why, but if I just leave it at unity, it's almost always clipping. So I go ahead and I turn that down a little bit, and then just immediately, without really any other tweaking, you have a really cool British clean tone. When you get to the cabinet section, you have that coveted orange cab. And if you know anything about Miko from ML Sound Lab, you know that he really kind of made his name back in the day for making impulse responses for some of the top guitar modeling companies. You know which ones I'm talking about. In the cabinet section, you have the one cab, the orange cab. You don't need any other cabinets. That one sounds awesome. And you have 4 microphones, and you're micing up 2 of the speakers with the capability of mixing in between. You have a dynamic 57, a dynamic 421, a ribbon 160, and a ribbon 121. And really there's a lot of amp sim companies doing this right now, where you have the 3D cabinet section with the ability to turn the microphones on or off axis and mix between the 2 speakers. I love the way ML Sound Lab does it, because again, there are not too many options, and pretty much all the options you have sound really, really great. So I love the cabinet section. consistently ML Sound Lab is making some of my favorite cab sounds. And then toward the end of the chain you have the MIDI section where this amp sim is totally controllable by MIDI if you're into that. So that's really enough talking about the amp. Like I said, it sounds great. I want to show you guys how it sounds in a full metal mix. Let's go ahead and roll that. So everyone, if you are in the market for an Orange Rock Reverb amp sim, it's not an amp that gets a ton of love in the amp sim community. Here's the one you need. ML Sound Lab has made a extremely accurate recreation of the Orange Rock Reverb sound right for your computer, and it sounds awesome. And right now, as I'm making this video, ML Sound Lab is still doing a 25% off intro deal on their website. So if you're into that, go check it out. You can also get a free trial on their website as well. So I highly recommend checking that out for yourself. So thank you guys for watching today's video. If you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even hit that subscribe button if you're into the content I'm making on this channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.